Alrighty then, this one's been coming for a while, but I'm just too lazy to do it. I'm just going to talk about my car. When I was young, wannabe tough guy, living in Oakland, Los Angeles and all that, I was a funny car fanatic. I had nothing but Challengers, Cudas, Chargers. Every time I'd take the cars out of the driveway, I'd be getting pulled over. I'd be getting tickets. Jiminy Christmas, they'd be measuring my headlights. They'd be measuring my taillights. Making sure they'd put me through a whole inspection. This guy ordered a custom-built Lincoln Continental. Like, they told him it would take 4 or 5 months to build or something like that, and it was already like 11 months or whatever, and this guy just said, heck with it. Well, when this car finally came out, I guess he drove it for a little bit or something. Anyway, he sold it, and I bought it for a song. I got it for nothing. Again, like the Charger I told you about in another one of my videos. And the thing about this car, the first thing I noticed, it was like I snapped right there with this huge revelation. I told you in my other video when I came here, my EMF or a dream video about my Mercedes. And I told you I paid that off. And I ended up having to sell it because I could not afford to fix the engine that I messed up by putting regular unleaded into it when it needed premium. I went without a car for the next like 3 years, 4 years. I didn't have a car. I was taking the buses. I was saving my money. Because it's like I'm not going to buy something I'm not happy with. I'm not going to pay the insurance. I mean, it's like it's a compounded loss of money when you have a car that you don't like, that you don't want, that you're not gonna, that you're settling for. It's like, I'll just stick out this bus thing for a while longer until I can get the car that I want. Finally, I could get the car that I want. And since I really love Mercedeses, it's like, that's the only car I want anymore. And so I searched on the internet and I found a Mercedes that I want. I got some criteria and I decided I'm going to go buy it. And the bus took me and dropped me right off in front of the Mercedes dealer. And I went in there and I said, where's that car that's, you know, on this ad and all that other kind of stuff? And he says, right here. I said, cool, what else can you tell me about it? And he told me this, that, and the other thing. I said, cool, let's take it for a test drive. Oh, you ain't taking this for a test drive. What do you mean I ain't taking it for a test drive? You are not taking this car for a test drive. I said, how am I supposed to buy it if I can't take it for a test drive? That's your problem, buddy, but you are not taking this car for a test drive. I thought, you know what? Fuck you, buddy, fuck you. I left, got on the bus. I was so mad. But it's like I'm not going without a car any longer. So I went to another dealer and I'm test driving Audis. Test driving A4s. I didn't test drive an A6. But I was test driving A4s and I test drove like 3 of them. It's like, no. I took them for like a half hour each. It's like, I am not liking these cars, especially with the prices. And I'm test driving these cars, and this guy's getting irritated because it's like I'm just taking them out driving, joyriding or something. And it's like, no, I am not happy with none of these cars. And I took out this last Audi, and as I'm going out the front gate, I'm passing and I see this BMW over here. And I took this Audi out and test drove it and all that. Oh, I'm not happy at all with this thing either. And I told him, you know what? There's one more car I want to test drive. And I promise you, I'm going to get this Audi or that car over there. And he said, which one? And I said, the Beamer. And he said, all right. And it was a 525. And I promised the guy, I'm getting one of these two cars. And it, like, I wasn't even off the lot, and I knew the Beamer was the one I was going to get. So I just took this one for a little spin. I was only gone probably maybe 10 minutes or something like that. But I was like, yeah, this is the one I want. I went back, and I paid cash for it. Because this was going to be my down payment for that Mercedes that I wanted to get out. Anyway, I paid cash for this 525i. I took it, and within a few nights I took it out to see what I could do with it, see how fast it'd go. I pushed it to find out, you know, the parameters I got to work with, that kind of stuff, and I pushed it, find out how it would take turns and all kinds of other stuff. I just went to find out what I'm working with. And during this time, I set off all the idiot lights. I burned off some sensors, all that kind of stuff. And anyway, the day I brought it home, I parked it, I locked it, I'm coming in the house, the alarm goes off. I turn off 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 the alarm goes off. I left the alarm off. Turn the alarm on. Nothing. Cool. So the alarm's up. And you can't lock the doors without setting the alarm. Key. You cannot lock the doors unless the alarm is on. The alarm automatically goes on when you lock the doors unless the key is in the ignition. Every night at 2 o'clock, the alarm goes off. And if I reset it, it keeps going off and going off and going off. And I just keep resetting it. Alarm goes off, reset, alarm goes off. I am pissing off all my neighbors. Somebody is intentionally setting off my alarm. This goes on because I'm not going to let somebody get in my fucking car. But the alarm just continues to go off when I lock it. Only at my house. I can go anywhere. I can go to the supermarket. I can go to work. I can go here. I can go there. I can park it here. I can park it there. This and the other thing. Nothing. As soon as I park it in my house, the alarm goes off. And they wait until I get into the house. Set my alarm, beep, go up into the house, then it goes off. Okay. So we can play this game all day. I got neighbors knocking on my door. I got all kinds of stuff. Every single night, 2 o'clock in the morning, my alarm is going off. There's no reason for it whatsoever. Somebody is setting my alarm off at 2 o'clock in the morning every single night, pissing off all the neighbors. So it was like, finally, after months and months of this, I give in, and I just, fuck it. I'm not even going to turn my alarm on. Can't lock my car, can't do nothing. I just let it. And that's when my car started getting broken into every single day. Not every single day, I'm exaggerating, but my car started getting broken into all the time. All of a sudden there's little rips in my roof. All of a sudden my console is like almost half taken apart. My angel eyes on one side quit working. My headlight went out on the other side. My tail light went out on this side. My brake light went out up here. Flat tires. All kinds of trashing of my car. Somebody cut not the headliner, but the side panels down on that back rear window, so that the covers are flopping in the wind. Like they cut them to try and put something in there or something. Who knows what they were doing, but it was like they were just systematically trashing my car. I'd get in my car and the seats all adjusted, like some 8'7" guy was sitting in there. Like somebody trying to plant something in my car. I made sure nothing was in my car to steal. There's nothing in my car to steal. But they just continued to trash my car. Slowly, something this week, something next week, something this week, something next week. Then one day, somebody hit my car in a key area on the front wheel. Hit it at the top and bent a tie rod or whatever it was. And from that point on, my front wheel would start to shake when I'd go about 60 miles an hour. Then it got where it'd shake at 55, then it got where it'd shake it at 50, then it got where it'd shake at 45, then it'd shake at 40, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Then all of a sudden, my radiator got holes. Somebody put little tiny leaks in my radiator. I hired a mechanic to come work on it and fix it. And he destroyed more stuff on my car than he ever fixed. He made my car 10 times worse. This wasn't a string of bad luck. This was long-term picking here, picking here, picking here, picking here, picking here, picking here. It's like if you had a couch and just, you know, picked off some here, picked off some here, picked off some here, picked off some here. Over time, your couch is going to be worthless. It's not even going to be worth sitting in. And that's what happened to my car. It wasn't worth sitting in. I sold it for nothing. I put it on eBay because I wasn't going to argue with guys on Craigslist over, you know, will you take $100 in your bicycle? And my bicycle? No, I'm not going to take $100 in your bicycle. So I put it on eBay. I let the market decide what the worth of that car was. And there was a auto repair, a Beamer auto repair, that was not going to let that car go for nothing. And they must have bid 40 times on that car. I figure it was whoever put bugs, trackers, that kind of shit, whatever in my car. They wanted to make sure they got them back. Anyway, I went to go buy another car. And guess what I found? I still owe money on the Mercedes. So when I paid off my Mercedes, they never took it off my record. So now I'm stuck waiting for that to get off my record so I can go buy another car and let them trash that. You know, we'll see. Bet to that, buddy. Hope that helps. I'll talk to you later. Bye.